A very good morning, dear participants. So let us have a lesson on how to create your own interactive lesson or your own interactive web page by using the IL technique. So this IL technique is nothing but it is a Google Chrome extension. So for that, you need to go to the Google page. So here you can see insert learning. I've already included insert learning. This is a extension which is provided by Google. So once you download this insert learning, it will be taking you through those pages and will ask you to log in. So just log in and log in as a teacher and log in with your Google account. Here you can see that since I have already logged in, so it is showing on my desktop. So here you will find extensions, all those extensions which are there in the Google Chrome. It has been compiled over here. So if you click onto that, you will see that the insert learning is pinned. So if you want all those extensions to be visible on your toolbox, then you need to pin them. So you can see if I'm pinning them, the insert learning pops up. But if you're unpinning it, it pops out. So in order to use this, make sure that you are pinning on to the insert learning extension. Another extension which I was mentioning was about Mercury Reader. Similarly, you go to Google extension, Google, type Mercury Reader, install that, sync it with your Google page, and you will find Mercury Reader to be there as to use during creating your lessons. Again, to keep Mercury Reader on the toolbox, you can pin it. If you don't want to keep, you can unpin it. So pin, unpin. Here you can see if I'm pinning, this is the Mercury Reader, this is the insert learning. Okay, this one is another tool. The tick box you can see is Google Meet attendance. Again, this extension is available with Google. You have to install it and sync it with your Google account. If you do it, then your Google attendance, it will be automatically, your attendance can be taken up by your students. So again, pin or unpin. So whatever Google extensions which you use, that needs to be synced to your Google account. And for that, you need to have a Google account. So this is how about insert learning, Mercury Reader, Google Attendance you can have. Next, coming to creating a lessons. So first that you have to create your classes in your Google Classroom. You have already a session on Google Classroom. So if you don't have any class, you have to go to class, you have to create a class, you have to create a class, you have to write the class name. Since I am having a class name. So on IFM, or let me creating a new on say ME1. I can create the classroom. This is my code and this will be imported. I have to invite to as a participants. If I want to delete, I can do. So in your Google Classroom, you can give this code and your classes student can use this code in order to enter into your classes. Now just coming to how to use insert learning as a technique. So for that, you need to first of all select a particular web page. So need to go to new incognito. As I said, if you open up so many Google account, your system might get hanged or slow. So go to your incognito. Just type any lesson, as I said earlier, say on comparative, or we can take it as on methods of trade financing. So it's up to you, your choice of e-content which you want to change. So now I want to change this methods of payment which are used in trade financing. So for that, this is how you can see the page is a normal page, right? So if this is being provided, the student might not feel that engaged, or as you know the reading pace of the students. So you can turn it out as an interactive web page. And how will you do it? So once you are with this is the one which you want to show. Let me go on a new share. Now I go back to my lesson which I want to give it into an interactive mode of learning. So this is method of trade financing. Now you can see the entire thing is as like a normal and a regular web page with lots of ads, which is usually annoying if you want to use this. Now, in order to start using this as an interactive web page, what you need to do, you have already installed your IL. So just you need to click onto IL. Once you click that, your page starts loading, right? Again, you want to remove all this ad, you won't need to click this Mercury Reader. So you can see that now this page is no more that annoying page. That page becomes a usual web page. And now you can make your additions by using IL to this e-content, right? So here you can see that it starts with the kind of relationship among buyers, sellers, usually intermediate. I want to highlight this. So click onto this pen and highlight. So you can see that you can change it, or you want to delete, You may delete it also. Want to enter a comment, it's important. Then as you move through, you can also send it as a sticky note that what are the types of payment process, letter of credit, documentary collection, open account. So here you can put a question that apart from these four, what are the rest of this method? So just click on to here, right? Apart the four methods mentioned, which are the rest methods? So you can put a question, the student will get an answer. Apart from that, what are can be the rest of those methods? Then you can move ahead in terms of that. If you want to give a transactions, how does it happen? And based upon that, you want to run a video, right? So again, you can click on to sticky note, and you want a video to be given to your page, then you can run through this and create your own video. Apart from that, any other video you want to also download from your YouTube. So again, you need to click to sticky page, and there is a YouTube link. So instead of giving it into a kind of YouTube link in your get, you can go to new cognito, open a new window. New cognito is basically used to open up a new window without going through a Google browser. That is what is the advantage of new cognito. So a video on international financing. You want to get a video, so you want this video, you can open this video. Hi, I'm Sam. And you want to use this in your lesson. So for that, there are two ways. Either you can copy this and use it as a link, or you create share, you will automatically get a link, and you can copy this link and you can use it in the lesson. So here we were. So you want to insert a YouTube link, just paste. So you can see the video done in, right? Again, the entire discussion continues and you want to put a question on this. So you can add a sticky note. What is the difference between DC and LC? So you can have a question and the students can be ready to answer it. Then you want to open it for a discussion forum. Then you can insert a discussion, and about you can create a discussion. What was your learning? Based on the shared lesson. So what will happen once you create the students, you will see all the responses coming in. So like that, you can try on your own that how to. Again, you have to remove all these ads. Just click onto Mercury Reader, then you will see all those ads has been removed. So the kind of engagement which happens with this by using insert learning. So every time you want to see what changes has been done, you have to click onto the IL. as you move back. So this is your new page which you have created for your students. In order to assign it, there is two ways. One is you can click onto here and assign. So again, if I've created my class in my class, and you should be sure that there are students, just click onto this and you assign. Then it will be assigned. But for that, your students, in order to see the same kind of changes which you had made, you have to view it as a student. Then your student also have to download this IL from as a student. Then only he will be able to visualize the changes which you have done. Otherwise, this would appear as a normal web page to him. So this is how IL is a very, very important and interesting tool to engage your student and to create your lessons, either it is for moocs or it is for your online classes. Thank you. Stay safe.